Okay, so I wanted to do a quick video to kind of explain what Overwatch is and why it's fun, and um, then if you're interested, we can play it together. So um, Overwatch is primarily just like a first-person shooter, but you work as a team to accomplish certain goals. So sometimes that's like taking a point, which would be kind of like King of the Hill, and then another time you're trying to move an item forward by standing next to it, and the other team can block you if they're standing in the way. Um, it sounds pretty simple, but I wanted to go over some of the heroes and just kind of explain the differences between them. Um, so, as you can see, there's quite a few to choose from, and they all do different things. So you've got healers, you've got ones that do a lot of damage, you've got tanks that can take a lot of damage and are hard to kill. And then you've got defense heroes whose jobs are basically to disrupt the other team and kind of stop them from doing what they want to do. One of the cool things about Overwatch, and the part that's kind of addicting for me, is that each character has a lot of different cosmetic items. So this is Brigitte, and every character has their own kind of story, which some people buy into. I really do. I really like all the backstory and whatnot. But I mean, you don't need to know any of it to play the game. So there's a lot of different, skins you can get. And it doesn't change anything in the game, it just changes how you look. And you can unlock these things by playing the game to get experience, and then you open loot boxes and you get a randomized assortment of things. So you could get a skin or an emote, so you can do these things in game. This is something that shows at the end. So if your team wins, then it shows your whole team with your victory poses saying this is the team that won. And so if you played as Brigitte at the end, this is what you would look like.
You won't be disappointed.
There's voice lines, so I like to find really annoying ones and spam them so that everyone hears them in game over and over again. Different sprays, so you just like can put them on the wall or on the floor as you're playing. It's just kind of silly, but it's fun. And then at the end of each game, they show play of the game. So someone who did something really cool in the game, they'll do a short highlight clip to show what you did, and they'll do an intro first. So then it would show after that you like running in and killing someone as Brigitte or something. And then this just shows what your weapon looks like, but since I don't play competitive, I can't unlock golden weapons, but that's okay. So I want to show you the heroes and like how they're divided up. Yeah. So these are all the characters that do a lot of damage. These are the disruptors, the tanks, and then the supports. I don't play a lot of offense just because those are the glamorous ones. Those are the ones that get all the kills, so they tend to go pretty quick in the match. It'll be a screen like this one, but there'll be multiple portraits of the people that are on your team, and so then you would pick a character, click continue, and then everyone can see what character you chose, so you can try to get a balanced team composition. Characters that I play a lot tend to be tanks because no one wants to do that, and you need them to do well. So I play a lot of Reinhardt. D.Va is really fun. Okay, let me show you one from each class because you can kind of see what I'm talking about. When it comes to offense, Soldier 76 is a really safe pick.
We're all soldiers now.
he just has like a gun that's really straightforward.
Go to war with me.
And then he also has some grenades that he can shoot that do a lot of damage. And I like him because he can self-heal. So if you get into trouble, you can kind of take care of yourself. And then he can sprint, which most other characters can't do. But there's my spray.
Trick or treat.
My voice line is trick or treat. But you can also assign other ones, so I like this one a lot.
Young punks. Get off my lawn.
Because he's an old man. For defense, I do play Widowmaker a lot. She's a sniper, but it's really hard to snipe successfully. Torbjorn builds like turrets that will fire automatically, so he can be a pain in the butt, but Junkrat's really fun.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
So he fires these little grenades, and they can bounce, so you can kind of have some fun with it. But you can also hit your target directly and do some damage. He has these little traps, so it's good to put those down in like high traffic areas, so like in front of the stairs or whatnot, so when the enemy team is coming up, they get stuck, and then you can shoot them. Junkrat also has these little mines, and so you can use them to, you can put them inside that trap, so if someone lands on it, then you can blow them up. But Junkrat can also use them to travel, so sometimes people will use them against other players or to help themselves. That's one of my favorite annoying voice lines. And then it'll say too many messages, and it won't let me send anymore. For tanks, I want to show you both D.Va and Reinhardt. So D.Va's inside this giant mech, so you can rock it around. She's got these like missiles. And then she has a shield, so if people are shooting at you, you can absorb the damage instead of taking the hits. So right now on the bottom left, you can see I'm taking some hits. Once that health goes all the way down, D.Va will pop out of her mech and she can run around, and she's really easy to kill, but you're not automatically dead, so that's fun. Oh wait, I gotta show you my annoying voice line.
Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween!
Love it. Okay, Reinhardt's probably my favorite to play
Justice will be done.
because he's just this big dude. He's got this really helpful shield, so everyone on your team can kind of stand behind it, and then your shield will absorb damage. So you can see now it's going down, and eventually it will break when it gets down to 0, but if you put your shield down for a minute, then it'll recharge. He's got this hammer, so something that I like to do is charge, and it's really easy to pin people or kill them, knock them out of the fight kind of thing. And then he's also got kind of a long range ability, so I find it really versatile.
Catchphrase! Catchphrase! Catchphrase!
And then for support, my top 3 tend to be Lucio, Mercy, and Moira. It just kind of depends. So Lucio is cool because he can speed boost his team. So if you're trying to if everyone dies and then you respawn and you're trying to get back to the point really quickly, he can make sure everyone moves really fast. He can wall run. And then he can also heal. So anyone that's in this yellow ring will be slowly healed, so you don't have to actively heal them. And then he can knock people away.
Step to this. Give yourself to the rhythm.
Mercy is what I do if I know I'm gonna be have to like stuck on someone and healing them a lot. So like if a friend of mine is playing the tank, then I'll play as
Let's get you back out
Mercy. So she has this healing beam, and you don't have to aim it; it just kind of locks on for you whenever you get close.
Healing stream engaged.
And then you can also damage boost, so that they are more effective. You can resurrect someone when they die. I wonder if I can resurrect these guys. I can't, so...
The battle continues.
So you don't have to wait for them to respawn in the base. They will respawn right where they died, which is really helpful. And then you can jump to enemies. And then she also has a gun. I don't really use it a lot because I always get paranoid that I'll be in the bloodlust and then I won't be healing people and then I'll get in trouble. So, Moira I use if I want to be a little more offensive. So she's got
reveal the truth.
2 hands, 1 heals and 1 life steals, so that she uses to heal herself. She can kind of jump quick, so if you're in trouble you can kind of dash out of trouble. And then she can also fire these little, fire the balls. So 1 will heal allies if you send it out. So anyone that gets close will be healed by that on your team. So there we go. Heal. Or you can send a damage one.
My will made real.
So then it'll hurt any enemies that get close. So yeah, anyway, that's just an example of some of the characters and things that they could do. Anyway, yeah, just let me know what you think, and maybe we could play sometime.